Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel once again. Welcome to the delayed flight. We are a little bit in a hurry once again. So without any further explanation, there is no external power, of course, in this airport, in Boyge. So we rely on our battery. Okay, these are on. We have said those things in the tutorials that these two pumps we activate in the end, otherwise we may have an engine failure if this is so important at the moment, and the truth is that it is not. Yes, once again, before the devil knows that you are airborne, exactly the same with the previous flight. We depart immediately. So we are airborne, isn't it? It is exactly the same as the previous flight. And yes, we do have to turn a little bit, but this time I will not make the same mistake to go to the opposite direction. So straight into level flight. Isn't it? This is the way how you continue your flight if you have a crash or whatever with the flight recorded. We said those things. Anyhow, I engaged the autopilot, and I noticed that if you engage the autopilot here, also the auto throttle seems it is engaged. So let us climb a little bit, it is okay. Speed, yeah, this is a little bit easier like this. If I increase my speed, let's say to 230, okay. And if I go immediately, okay, it is in heading mode, so Shift H we said yesterday, and Control Shift, no, Control Insert, Control Insert, but slowly, otherwise you may have a crash. So let us go to the west first, because we continue west. Everything is just fine. Task number 1 is straight and level flight, the rest is for later. Okay, so I can even change the altitude. Here we said that we change to hundreds from thousands, and okay, let us make it 7 or even 6. Let us stabilize at 6,000 feet. Yes, why not? So I think we managed this part, which is actually maybe the most difficult. I think this part is actually more difficult even than the landing. And if we bring the VFR up, soon, you see, soon we will be above the sea. Okay. Autopilot is engaged, altitude is engaged, vertical speed here. Always have a look at your instruments. Okay, it seems we reached 7,000 feet at least. Now I suppose I can change the VS, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Control Home. Let us change now this ACAS. Not later. Okay, we are going to stabilize at 7,500 feet. Yes, I prefer this mode, definitely. So soon we are above the sea, and we will be for quite some time, as we can see on the VFR map and with the drone camera. Why a lull? It is a little bit strange, isn't it? For those who follow the channel, though, it is not that strange. For the 15% that continues to watch the clips after the first, let's say, 20-30 seconds, should not have been that strange. My opinion about that livery, it is not the worst. It is not the worst, however, there is something, how to say, let me find the correct word. There is something, yes, I found the word. There is something kitsch. You know a little bit about art, isn't it? You know what is kitsch. From both sides of the plane, there is something kitsch. If there was a better painter, maybe the result would be much more better also. However, it is not the worst. Okay. It is not the worst, definitely. It is just a little bit kitsch. And see something interesting here. You know, here I don't have this luxury to go inside the cabin. We use the Dreamliner. But here somehow, at least it is operational. We said this is a brand new cabin. It is not the default cabin of the Dreamliner. This is an add-on. Please have a look if you are interested at this tutorial about the 5 necessary add-ons of the Dreamliner. It is one of these, and I feel a little bit restricted here because I cannot go inside the cabin, but still hopefully we have the other add-on with the cameras, which are not bad. So there is some partial, let's say, freedom. Now, Huayelal, for those who follow the channel, where were we previous Easter? Where did we fly previous Easter? And from where did we departed? It was one of the very first flights, wasn't it? I think we departed from Napoli and we went to Tel Aviv at Easter. Okay. Now what is after a few days? It is Christmas time, isn't it? So we go again to Tel Aviv. I mean, it makes sense, isn't it? We will try to go to Bethlehem, not to Jerusalem, because actually I didn't find any airport there. But still, let's say Tel Aviv and Ben Gurion Airport, it is not the worst idea. The only problem is that it is a flight of about, let's say, 2,000-3,000 miles. This is the big problem. But if we manage, I will feel a great relief, definitely. I don't even want to set up a flight plan. I mean, I prefer to go west, though little by little I must do these things. So yes, we go to Ben Gurion again. It is Christmas after a few days. During Easter, previous time. Last time actually. You see the lever here. Have a look. Have a look. Yeah, this is a wonderful, I mean, this is a cockpit. Have a look. For instance, Control Shift Insert. Have a look. You see? I increased my speed a little bit. Everything is on autopilot, and Control Shift, let's say Del, I decrease a little bit. Yes, today I suffer from akathisia. Do you know this word? I mean, if you cannot find peace in a place and you always have to move somewhere. I would prefer to go inside the cabin, yes, but it is not possible. Anyhow, I will use the camera, the default camera views, which is an add-on, of course. We changed the default camera views of the Dreamliner, and this is an add-on. Speed to 38, 3,000 miles or 2,000 miles. So, somehow I'm a little bit tired, you know, with these flights, and actually I was thinking that I put the alarm clock and I had to wake up in order to depart from Boij, because this will be a long flight once again. And there are many things to do, but okay, of course we will shorten the flight a lot, isn't it? We will climb high this time. Okay, vertical speed, let's say something steep. Control Insert, let's say. Let it be 3,000, who cares? Let it be. I never have such a vertical speed. It is a little bit inconvenient for the passengers in the beginning. So let us climb to 15,000 and then we will go something about 28, 25, something we will see. And then we will set the... Wait a minute. And then we will set the FMC. Yes, but above the sea, how we will set the FMC? Wait, this is not that easy. No, we must set the FMC. Okay, wait. Okay, first of all, Ben Gurion is which airport? Yes, okay, Vani, V-A-A, wait, here, we will have other problems, otherwise we cannot have a flight plan actually, so I must do this thing right now. Yes, this I forgot totally. If you are far from airports, maybe you are not able to have a flight plan. ICAO, LLBG, okay, good. So at least the basics. LBG I said, isn't it? Vani, VNY, VA. Yes, if you are far from airports, maybe you will not have a chance to put the flight plan and the route, I mean, okay, so N Y, okay, and LLBG, LLBG, destination. Okay, now I feel a relief. I mean. Okay, I will reduce my speed. I will not bank with a speed of 320, close to 320. So let us make it. We will shorten the flight for sure. Let us make it, let's say, 255. If I go to navigation. You see, we turn. Excellent. So, we have a minimal flight plan at least. Our heading is to Ben Gurion at this moment, and I don't dare to see the distance. Yeah, not bad. Good. Above the sea, you know, you feel more safe for some reason. You see this XTK here, we said that this is cross-track deviation, something like this means. So it is quite a lot, 36 miles, but little by little it reduces. This is interesting somehow, you see. Little by little it gets less. 35, maybe it will go until 1-2 miles. And anyhow, we will go soon on our route, and about the ILS frequencies and which approach we will choose and so on, those things are not at the moment. So everything is just fine. Now, to see the distance, fuel, okay, 48% we will manage. 1,800 miles, okay. Of course we will shorten the flight. And that was not my primary option, Ben Gurion, I mean. Okay, and we can increase the speed now. I mean, we reached 15,000, straight and level flight. So let us make it 340, I want. Control page up. $28. Okay. Vertical speed 2,500. Let it be. Okay. See the cross-track distance here, how it is reduced, 25, and soon it will go close to 0. In order to have a flight plan, okay, during flight and route, you must be close to airports. If you are, let's say, in the middle of the sea, in the middle of the ocean, I doubt if you can set a flight plan. Yeah, Vani. Which is this Vani? Naliya. Oh, what a wonderful name, Naliya. Okay, good. We change the range, and soon we will have another 10 to the left. Let us be prepared for it. It is not that soon, it is actually another 17 miles, as we see from the cross-track distance here, XTK. We could have started turning already, because this is not exactly, let's say, it is not always, yeah, okay, good, so we turn, you see. So we turn, excellent, excellent. Yeah, it was a very short turn. Now, for instance, you know, if I change the mode and from lateral navigation mode, I go to heading mode, I will not press this, but nothing will change. Because we have a heading of 293, so the course and the heading is the same. But let it be as it is. And sooner or later also we have some deviation. This is not extremely precise. If you see here, for instance, this XTK disappeared now. The useless information of the day, I think. And our heading now slightly changed to 289. So now I would like to tell you some other interesting things. I suppose they're quite interesting. You know, I mean, for those who follow the channel, you know that in general all the planes have some names, isn't it? So this is El Al. And I typed El Al, okay. El Al 909er was. Is the plane 909er 39er. All the planes, they have also some code something. And surprisingly, this was not recognized by the artificial intelligence of MSFS, and it was pronounced L-A-L, E-L-A-L, exactly, E-L-A-L. So I made some combinations, and I typed, for instance, A-E-L-A-L or E-A-L-A-E-L, if it makes any sense, because I wanted to hear El Al. But that was impossible, and after quite some time I managed. Now if I show you this, maybe I will start communicating with the center, and this, to be honest, I don't want. For instance, if I go to Karachi Tower, let me see. El Al, you see, it is pronounced correctly sometimes. El Al. And the only way to do this for someone who is interested and flies with El Al is to type something like this, E-L-A-U-L. So this can be pronounced El Al. Yeah, here it is correct. Yes, squawk means that we will start a communication, and this I don't want much.
Roger, ELAUL, 9er, 39er.
So the plane says E-L-A-U-L, and the center says El Al, which is the correct one. Anyhow, for someone who flies with El Al, if you write it like this, as I showed you, at least you can hear the replies properly. Okay. Okay, so if I type Naliya, because Naliya is after Boij, Naliya, Gujarat, India. Okay, Naliya. Such a beautiful word, Naliya. So if Naliya is here, we are somewhere here, isn't it now? Have a look, please. One option was what we do right now. We go to Tel Aviv. Okay, the other option was this Muscat. Actually, I've said this to the previous clip. I said about Muscat. And then finally we landed to Boij, okay, to have the audition. For those who follow the channel. And the other option was Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Because since it is close to Christmas, you know, I wanted some Christmas atmosphere. Ethiopia is a Christian nation. I mean, it is an Orthodox Christian nation in the vast majority. So that was an option. But somehow I saw afterwards that the distance Boych-Addis Abeba, it was longer than the distance at Boych-Tel Aviv. Okay. So it is that simple. This is the airport of Addis Abeba, Paul International Airport. John Melly. Where is the airport now? Here it is, isn't it? Here is the airport. So the other option was landing in Addis Abeba with Ethiopian Airlines. Okay, and then we could take, let's say, a bus, a taxi, or even the Boeing. I mean, you know, with how it is called, this mode, the slew mode, I can also move the plane. Maybe with the Boeing it would be better to cross these streets in Addis Abeba. So landing here, then we would have taken, let's say, here the streets, and somewhere is this street Haile Selassie or Haile Selassie, how it is pronounced. Yes, exactly, corner Haile Selassie and John Melly. Okay, John Melly Street is here, isn't it? And Haile Selassie is here. This is for sure, Haile Selassie and John Melly, corner. I checked it out. It is this corner, Haile Selassie and John Melly Street corner, and so in the corner it is this one here. There is a church here, which is a Greek Orthodox church. And that was another option for Christmas. So anyhow, it makes sense a little bit. This church, the Greek Orthodox Church in Addis Ababa, it is the Greek Orthodox Church of Saint Frumentios. And also about the address, there is a question here. Exactly, can you tell me the address of the church here? And the creator of the clip replies, corner of John Melly Street and Haile Selassie Street in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. So this is the church. Let us have a look a little bit. Let us have a look. We are close to Christmas. See the building, how it is. It looks something like this. And here we go inside the church, which is definitely a Greek Orthodox church. I mean, this is clear. So the other option is to have Christmas here. Okay, it is that simple. You see how correctly this Elal acknowledged.
Going to 120 decimal tree, along Niner, Niner, tree, Niner.
And now it was set also correct by the captain, let's say. Again, I use time acceleration. We will do this lots of times. It is another 1,500 miles. So now it seems that we fly, let's say, which is the closest airport? Konarak. I landed there. Unforgettable landing with Lufthansa. It was this. Konarak was unforgettable landing. Have a look at this clip. One of the best landings, I mean, in Konarak airport. Yes, we landed there from Dubai. Dubai Konarak was unforgettable flight, unforgettable landing. So definitely we are above Iran. Of course, I remember Konarak. I have chosen Konarak. I landed in Konarak airport. Chabahar is the city. Yes, you can have a look at this clip. Dubai Chabahar or Dubai Konarak something. It goes with Lufthansa. Unforgettable landing. One of the best landings of 2022. This I don't understand very well. I mean, this I really don't understand very well, this 91 here. I mean 91 knots. What is this? Wind. This is knots. And actually I was thinking to descend. I cannot have any weather information. And you know, with all this R and control plus or control plus minus on the numpad in order to accelerate or decelerate time, somehow you lose the control actually, and you don't know if you, let's say, if you fly with normal speed finally. Anyhow, we descend to 25,000 feet. Okay, yeah, this is too much, I mean. And by the way, descending slightly, the wind is reduced, but still it is, how to say, this is too much, 77. And vertical speed here, control OCTRL and 2000, it is okay, never mind, who cares. So once again we descend for a second time. I'm going to reduce the distance another 100 miles with an acceleration of 3 times, which means, as we said, R in the beginning and then control plus on the numpad 3 times. And this is the useless information of the day, or another useless information of the day. Better to have a look here at your instruments and not from the cockpit outside, because you may have a crash. Okay, you can monitor the change, of course, here. Little by little we will do this. I mean, okay, I will not fly 2,000 miles, I will not spend my day. And what about the wind? Okay, it is even more reduced to 60 knots. Let us have a look now, Jahrom. We are somewhere there close. Yes, exactly this one, search. There is a lake somewhere there also. Okay. Good, and here is the lake, isn't it? This is clear, it is in front of the airport. So now if we go, let's say, here, you see, now we found our position with extreme precision. Here is the lake, here is this Jahrom airport. Where is the lake? Where is this beautiful lake? Is this one here? Let me have a look. Where is this beautiful lake? Close to Jahrom. This is the lake, isn't it? Here it is. We are exactly here. Right now, we are exactly here. That was good. That was quite precise. This is exactly the lake, isn't it? Yari. So now, yes, okay, this is wonderful. I mean, that was a success. We see the lake here with the VFR map, isn't it? We can see the lake here, isn't it? Very beautiful lake. And also, we can see the lake here also. So our position is somewhere here. And anyhow, we got closer, isn't it? Think about it. Think about it. We left from here, isn't it? Boij is somewhere here. This Guarat area. Somewhere here was Boij. So we already covered half of the distance with the time acceleration. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer to Bethlehem. You see, we passed the lake and we continue our journey. So I will accelerate the time once again. Okay, it is clear where we are, isn't it? We are close to fly above the Persian Gulf, isn't it? I think I'm sure about it. I think this is the Persian Gulf, but we will check it out. So now we are somewhere here. Somewhere here exactly. And yes, this is the Arabian Gulf or Persian Gulf, whatever you prefer. And there is also this airport I like very much. This airport, which is this one here? Let me have a look. Let me have a look at this airport. YOYB. Q. It must be somewhere here. No, I must not deviate. Kark Island. To go to land in Kark Island. The same way we landed in Boych, isn't it? We were going to Muscat. So Kark Island is definitely this one here. I mean, this is also clear. Can I put a song? I would like to put a song now. I mean, I have an inspiration and I would like to put a song to, yes, I would like to hear a particular song. Nice. We will hear some music now. We will hear some nice music now. Can I put it louder? Hey, that was for the, you know, for the clip. I mean, the plane is like this, isn't it? It was just, what to say, let's say, a director's idea. Everything is just fine. There is nothing to worry about, of course. And I hope you like the clip, isn't it? They're there, a wonderful band, and a wonderful song. So please, what to say, I don't want you to worry. I mean, you know, all our flights so far, more than 20-30 flights, everything went just fine. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now let us reduce the distance once again, which means that soon we will not fly above the Persian Gulf anymore. I can even change the frequency. Okay, but they don't disturb us a lot. I will go to Kuwait Center. It is okay.
Kuwait
not-
Center ELAUL 9er
it's not
Tree
very
Niner,
disturbing.
flight level 220.
Hello, Niner Tree Niner, Kuwait Center. Continue as planned.
Now we are above Iraq, I suppose, Kuwait and Iraq. Because I found this as Jubair, which is in Iraq, and maybe we are above Iraq or above Kuwait. We are definitely somewhere here. So I will reduce the distance another, let's say, 100 miles. See now what is going on. Our airport appeared. Maximum range is 600, isn't it? 640? Okay, yes. And our airport appeared on the map here. Okay, there is still a distance of 600 miles, but definitely we are much more closer. Can I put here on the menu the airports also? Most of those things, they don't work. Anyhow, let it be. Now, for some reason, all the airports appeared. This Oras is here, and this Orab is here. Though I didn't find these two airports on Google for some reason. And then after some time it is this Oscar Echo Romeo Romeo, Arar as we said, which is in Saudi Arabia. So when we will be here, it will be a little bit more precise. And definitely we reduced our distance to about 500 miles now. Good. Yes, and at least we have some guidance now because the airports appeared. Let us go to 18,000 feet. Why not? $2,000 rate of descent. Here it is, and we continue. Okay, definitely we are above Saudi Arabia. Right now we fly above Saudi Arabia, which means that we are getting closer. Yes, you see, we got quite closer. Yes, here we go, Tel Aviv, isn't it? And we will continue for quite some time above Saudi Arabia. Okay, we're getting closer, definitely. Okay, so I would like to come to land from this direction. So can I see the length of the runways? Okay, all runways are just nice. Can I see the numbers? Maybe. Which is this one? See, now I cannot see. Okay, I want, this is definitely east. This is something 90, maybe. So let us have a look. Let us have a look. ILS runway 08, maybe this one. We will take this one maybe. I would like to, you know, to go first above the sea and then to land. I would prefer something like this for some reason. Okay, let us see the length of the runways, isn't it? Quite primitive, I know. It is quite primitive, all these things. The runways, no, I don't want this one. The runways, no, I don't want this one. The best would be this 08. This is the best. I mean, if it is 13,000 feet, it is just fine. So we will go 08 ILS. It makes sense. 08 ILS, okay. 08 ILS, this one. Select ILS. And which is the frequency? Which is the frequency? Maybe it will be automatically set on the FMC. Execute. Let me have a look. So runways 08. Let us see the approach. I have some bad feeling. I don't know why. Maybe I know why. Because I made some, let's say, flights, some landings. Okay, you know, if you love the simulator, you must also practice from time to time. And I mean, they were unsuccessful. Somehow the Boeing, the 787 Dreamliner, anyhow, it is not now to discuss about those things, but it is a quite tricky airplane, and sometimes you just go perfectly with 140, 145 something, flap set to 15, to 17, or to 20, excuse me. Flap set to 17 or to 20. Everything is just smooth and fine. And you land, let's say, with a speed of about 145. And there are some times, as it was today, and actually I have saved this landing, and maybe I will make a clip, something about it. And there are some landings. The same exactly is also with the Airbus. This new one of Headwind, which one it is? I don't know. I have downloaded, but I don't use it a lot. Headwind is the developer, I think. Okay. And the airplane drags you down. The airplane, just a few seconds before the landing, it drags you down, I mean, quite steep. And okay, the last thing you can do is to increase your speed somehow, but you need to land with a speed of about 167, 170, even like this, yes. And this happened lots of times today. So in general, we will land with okay, I will feel how it is earlier, but definitely I'm prepared to land with a speed of about, let's say, 160, 170, even something like this for sure. It is more safe. I mean, if you want to have a decent touchdown, isn't it? The previous landing in Tel Aviv with Olympic Airways was just excellent, I remember. On Easter. Now we are going to Christmas, isn't it? So let me have a look here. And also, okay, there are also other things. A waypoint is this Barak here. Maybe we will go a little bit further. I remember these taputs from other landings. Yes, all these waypoints I remember. Maybe we will go, yes, to Purla and so on. Maybe I will go here, yes. Maybe I will not follow the navigation mode. Still, we have time. Actually, this is a bitter experience from a previous landing. Which one was it? In India, definitely. And even this, I wonder if it is precise. I mean, I don't even like the flight plan here. I mean, where is the runway? Yes. Let us check at least if there is an ILS frequency. No one said that the ILS frequency will work, but anyhow, let us have a look. Okay, put this transition 08. So I have the ILS frequency because I will not search. Okay, it says here 110.90. Let us hope it is correct. What to say? I cannot. I will not check it out. What is going on exactly right now? Let me see. Why we bang? Yes, I think for this reason somehow I have a bad feeling because some training landings in the morning, Dreamliner behaved a little bit strangely, and of course it is not the first time. This tendency when you are about to touch down to drag you to the ground, which means that instead of touching down with a very good rate of descent, let's say of less than 200 feet per minute, suddenly you see something about 600, and I don't like such things. Yes, maybe our speed will be a little bit high, but anyhow with a runway of 13,000 feet there is nothing to worry about it. Okay, ground proximity warning system is on. We are less than 150 miles far from the airport. So I was saying that maybe I will not follow my non-precise calculations about TOD, T-O-D, top of descent. So the last 100 miles. I don't like the weather also. Okay, landing lights, maybe I will forget the lights, so better now. All the lights. We descend. I turned on the lights, though we are above 10,000, but who cares? We descend to 12,000 with a rate of descent of, yes, 2,000. Let it be. I want to see what is in front of us. Why we bang? Slightly. Slightly we bang. Let me have a look here. Is it more correct now? Why I have the impression that slightly we bang. Okay, winds 11 knots I see. So this is okay. Better than earlier.
On center Jordanian, 741 heavy, 9,800 feet. Continue as planned.
I don't want the center anymore. This is quite frustrating.
On center Transavia, 6506 heavy, 10,800 feet.
Is this Jerusalem? Let us change the frequency. Okay, this will go to 7,000. What is this here? 3,000? No, I don't want 3,000 vertical speed. And better 9,000 feet because I see some mountains in front of us. Or even 10. Okay. We have also an elevation of 120 feet I saw. Let us go to 7,000 feet. And I don't know also why I see this waypoint here, Tapuz. Because here, on the map, if we have a look, Tapuz is not our next waypoint. So I really don't understand. Tapuz is somewhere here. Of course, I'm not against. Maybe I will go until this Purla here, and I will leave the flight plan. Tower. I will be given another runway, full stop landing 408.
Ben Gurion Tower, ELAUL 9er tree 9er, is 18 miles east, 7,300 feet.
Let
with
us
Alpha to
reduce
land.
the speed.
Hello, 9er, tree 9er, Ben Gurion Tower. Altimeter 29.88, wind 017 at 6. Make left traffic runway 08.
Okay, this is at least good news 08. That was exactly the runway we would like to
Enter
have.
left downwind
So this is
runway
good news.
08 along 9er tree.
A light of hope finally. A light of hope. A slight glimpse of hope. I reduced my speed to 210. Yes, okay. Range at 40 miles set. Okay, of course I will not, no. I will go a little bit further. I will go until Purla. No, I will do this. I think so. I don't want to risk it. This distance from Barak until the runway is quite short. 5,000 feet. Which means I must change also the heading in case I will not follow my flight plan. 260, yes. So I will do this. Okay. And we descend to 5,000 feet. Okay, actually this is our runway, I suppose, isn't it? I will leave the flight plan. No. I will leave the flight plan. It's just okay. I will go to heading mode. This is what I decided to do. So, 260.
129.2.
80 to 60, yes. Okay, so Control, Shift H. I will not risk nothing. Control. 260, yes. Runway is 08, so 260, yes. And let us go to Tapuz something, yes, or to Bavli, and then to line up. I will not risk it. I have quite a bitter experience from these turns here. And actually it is a 180 degrees turn this, and suddenly you see the runway and you're about, let's say, 4,000-5,000 feet above the ground, and then you have no time to land and you go to missed approach. No. There is no reason. Let us go to either Tapuz or this Bavli, even better. It will be even better. Let me see the runway. I can also bring this, I suppose. Hold the PFT, I mean. And I think I will go to this Tapuz here. Yes, for instance, glide slope appeared. And localizer also appeared. It is such a temptation to activate approach right now, but I will not. Let us turn to our runway heading. As if the flight plan says, trust me, it will be just fine, just trust me, here I am, Barak. And you will go straight on your runway. Okay. Trust me, it will be just fine. Leave the heading mode, go to your flight plan. Altitude 310, 3.1, okay. A little bit faster now. Steep, okay, 2000. Okay, 08. What is this now? Speed brakes.
At 5.
Speed brakes retracted, gear down. Okay, approach. Both appeared, I activate approach. Let us see. And I disconnect the auto throttle, okay. Gear is down, it is down, it goes down.
Cleared for takeoff runway 08 Hainan 778 heavy.
So again, speed brakes. It is that simple. I don't know what happened with my speed. I mean, I really don't know. I have no idea. Auto throttle was disconnected. Okay. Speed brakes retracted. Speed is high. 200. Flaps 10. Let it be, let it be. Okay. 212, that high. Come on. The threshold of the runway. Gust. Okay. 150, that means 25 from the ground. We have an elevation of 20 something. 120. Okay, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Okay. Speed brakes. Reverse thrust. Okay. Okay. During the replay we can see everything. We can see that the plane is banking slightly. This we have noticed during the flight. Touchdown is okay, it is quite satisfactory. I mean less than 200 feet per minute, about 170, 180. Yes, I mean here something doesn't fit right. The plane was dragging us to the ground even with a speed of about, let's say, 200, which is, what to say, it doesn't make sense, but so it is. The plane definitely is banking. There was some gust. There was some gust. Yes. But if we see the touchdown, yeah, 170 something. You can even feel the speed of the plane. But definitely somehow all speed brakes worked and reverse thrust worked. And so somehow we managed. I will not continue. No, I will not continue. I will stop somewhere here. I mean, okay. That was quite disappointing. Let us just exit the runway. Let us retract the speed brakes and also the flaps, which were set 10, I think. No. I don't know why it is 30. I mean, I never use flaps to 30. And I will stop somewhere here. No, I will not continue. So we managed to go to Tel Aviv Ben Gurion Airport. No gates, no nothing. Thank you for watching this clip and hope to see you soon to the next one. Bye for now.